Okay, hello again guys. Welcome back to this tutorial on how to make a boat in SketchUp. As I said in the last video, we are going to work with the deck and the upper part of the boat, the basic design. Yeah, okay, so let's just jump in it. As we talked about in the last video, we have this curve here that has 25 segments, and we also use that on every curve in the hull shape. For now, this is just a let me say planar square hull side. It's in my eyes really boring. But again, it depends on what kind of boat you want to make. I'm currently thinking about what kind of designs we are going to have on this one. Okay, so let's just start off with the upper deck. Okay, so you just have to double click on a component if you have made components and duplicated, as we talked about later, or before. I think about it. Okay, so just make a line that goes inwards, a little bit up and down, so you get this triangle here. Just remove the lines behind, so you get this one. What you can do now is to find the endpoint of the curve, and this is where the curve starts from here. Okay, so we just have to find a height here. Let me say here, and I like to push it a little bit in, so you have this triangle here as well, and we find the end point of the curve there. This is where the curve starts, and you take this and make a curve down on that one, so you get this shape is what we are after on this one, on this boat. Okay, so we also have to give this curve a segment value of 25 segments, like that, and we can start adding the mesh. We have to find the endpoint there and the endpoint there, like that, and just do this all over again, because we're not using any plugins. And there's so many people that really thinks you have to use a lot of plugins to do some really nice shapes in SketchUp, but that's wrong. That's wrong. Just have to know the mesh and learn how it works. I can tell you guys one thing. I'm currently studying at a 3D school in Norway, and we use Autodesk Maya for our assignments, and it's really big. It's a enormous program, and it's so hard to get the shapes you want. You have to basically build your mesh on your own. It's so freaking hard. Okay, so what we do now is that we are removing this line here, this plane, to give the hull a little bit more shape. So just having a curve down on the aft. You don't have to give this 25 segments because it's not cooperating with any other curve on the hull for now. So we're just going to have it like that. I'm just gonna save this one. I like to call my boats Franco, my own brand. So let me see, Franco 14S. 40 meters. Okay, so we still got our inner hull, and we have this one. And for this boat, I'm actually thinking about making a windscreen with a door in the middle, with steps in the dashboard, so that you can enter between or through the windshield. And for those of you who are looking on the aft of the boat, we're going to do something with that later. But with this one right now, just mark it again and soften edges to get the smooth finish, and you will get a pretty nice triangular shape that goes a little bit inward to give it some more life. For now, this boat doesn't have any spectacular detail, but we will get back to it. Okay, so it's really important to double click on a component, and we just find this one. Okay, find our endpoint there where our curve starts, and we make a line inwards again, and we take it down like that, so we have a shape on top of this one. Okay, and of course you also have to give this 25 segments. 25. Just find the first endpoint right there. Did I forget to give this 25 seconds now? No. And it's really important that you use the endpoints and not find a point of your own, because if you don't use the endpoints, it won't work. Easy said. So the endpoint. And the thing is, if you actually just try out this method on how to build a boat in SketchUp, you could just explore and try out new stuff and that kind of shit. Then just make your boat really amazing, really amazing. I like to submit my models on 3D Warehouse as well, to make people download them and just look at them, use them maybe if they want to. That's really up to them, but I like to do it. Okay, so now we have this top line here, and we want to mark this again and soften edges. And now we have this top line there, and now you can actually make a bow rider or whatever you want actually. Just to have a look on my latest model that I made to just show you guys what kind of detail level I'm talking about when I mentioned that we're going to make a high detail model. I'm just gonna find it here. give it a second. It's a really large file, so yeah. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about when I mention a high detail model. This is something that it can look like when it's finished. This is one of my latest models. It's the Franco 1280 RS. It's not completely finished, but it's starting to take shape. And it's also full interior with a TV screen, air conditioner system, dining table, dining area down here. Just some simple lights, and mahogany interior, teak on the floor, sunbeds aft, sitting group, and dashboard with a head-up display right here that actually shows in the windscreen. A door in the middle of the windshield so that you can enter between the deck and the aft. Fenders, fender holders, an anchor, bow lights. Yeah, and you can actually see on this hull windows. This is a good example of why we are making the double hull, because you can see here you have a double hull side that makes it thicker, and when you're going to make the interior have to meet a surface, and if this line here meets the outer surface, you'll actually see the line from this here. You actually see this line in the hull side, and that is something that you really don't want to see. So that's why we are making double hull. And double deck, you can see it in the windows in the deck. That is also double. I've actually pushed the windows a little bit down and laid some teak on the deck and that kind of stuff. Two water jet engines, just simple made. So this is something that it can look like when it's finished. So it's really up to you guys what you want to make. Okay, so let's go on with this one. Just a little second here. Okay, so back to the business. Now we have placed our components between each other, and we're going to work on the windscreen. So find our endpoints. So there it is. And you'll have to take this one, find your endpoint there, right there, across there. Okay, let me just do this much more simple. Just take it away like that. Okay. Find your endpoint there, and take it down to this one. Should actually don't be necessary to make it triangle here, but it's so stupid. It's so stupid. Okay, so maybe I have to explode this when I'm doing this one. That's a bug in SketchUp. It doesn't find the endpoint. Ah, seriously. There we go. This is really, really stupid. This is so stupid. Endpoint, and give me an endpoint. There we have an endpoint. Okay, so when we are back this one, okay, so now we got that one ready. And just ignore this one for now. We'll just copy and copy a new one. Okay, just delete this. And it's also important to have the inner hole completely made. Okay, there. And this is something that takes a lot of time, and this will happen to you approximately all the time under your building process. So just ignore it when you're starting on the serious business on this model. Just ignore it. Take it afterwards, after you're finished with your model. Okay, so this is for now the whole, and we will start on the interior, the windscreen, and the fun stuff. Yeah, the fun stuff, really. I know I'm using a lot of time talking, but I might think it's important. So just have it down here a little bit, like that maybe, and we can just have it like that. A little down here, in again, and make it triangular. Push it down like that. You'll get a shape you probably want to have. Yeah, looks good for now. This is just a simple board as well, so I'm just going to take a snooze here. Let me see. Okay, so just uploaded the first episode of the tutorial. Just gonna check it out here, see if everything's okay. Okay guys, welcome to this tutorial for Google Sketchup 23rd. Yeah, it's okay. Okay, so let's keep on going with this. Let's just check the 19 minutes. Oh, hell. Okay, we just finished this one, and we'll head over to the next episode, I think. We have to give it 25 segments, this one as well. This curve here. Okay. Down, 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 here. Okay, just do all this one. And of course, when you're doing this, it might not look good in the beginning, because you have to start from somewhere, and remember that we started off with a plane, so you don't see some results before we start on the details and the small touches that actually gives it the look you want. I can just place the windshield on this boat right now and think that it looks good, but it doesn't. It really doesn't. Really doesn't. That's why the design is so important. It's really important. Okay, so we are going to make the back of the boat as well in this episode, down here. And this is not important right now. Not important. Just I can make a line through here and a meeting line down there. Okay, and remove this one and this one, like that. Okay, and now is the person that I talked about in the first episode. He is coming in now, because now we're going to make things look as much as we can in the right size. So you can see here from the outside, when the guy is standing on the floor, it's too high. It's really too high. Just have to push this up a little bit, like that. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. And for now, we are going to make the windshield soon. Just start off with this and make the deck, the upper deck, like this. Have it. And of course, without any plugins, it might take some time to do this, but you will get a nice result with this method as well as the plugins. And sorry if my voice is a little bit low. It's my microphone that's not in the mood today. Let's just make all this parts down here from all endpoints. You can see me doing now. And now we have a deck and a floor. Just soften this as well. So when people are standing on this this boat deck now, they can't actually fall out. Or it might help them to not fall out. This is just some safety designs I've figured out, making boats in Sketchup, and it looks, I think it looks a little bit better when you get the rails and that kind of stuff on top of here as well, and I'm putting on a pretty low windscreen to make it looks to make it look a little bit more like a speedboat or that kind of category. So now we're making the windshield. Start off with a plane here as well. I'm saying as well a lot, I know it, but just ignore that. Okay, so you can make this on different ways. It's so many methods that you can use to make a windshield, but if you think about it, this is one half of the windshield, and you want to have a door in the middle, and it's much more easy if you have a straight line where the door is. So let me say we start a curve here and let it go out there, and for the windshield we're going to use 20 segments. That's more than enough. Okay, just take this away from the boat. And it's so much. You're gonna if you make a lot of components as well as toilets, showers, wheels, steering wheels, seats, all that kind of stuff, you'll use a lot less time on doing this. Okay, so back to the windshield. Having it line up the height of the windshield, back, copy this curve, and just take it back where you want it. And now you can see the angle of the windshield. And you also have to take this straight line, as we talked about, down here, down here, down here, down here, and just make the mesh here. And this is the fun part, actually. Okay, so now we have our windshield in a basic form. Just smoothen this too, like that, and we want to give it some. Whoops. Want to give it some life. Okay. Just have it like that. Just like that. That's good for now. Make this as a group. Oops. Remove everything except of the windshield. And this is not going to be double. I'm not using double windshields. So what you also can do now is to make a small side here. Just push it towards the aft the boat. Okay. That. Copy it and paste there. I think it's too. Okay, there's nice. There's nice. And just have it drag it down through the deck like that. Just push it a little down. Just that. This is going to be a sort of or rather water skiing boat. Yeah. Okay, so now we have our group placed through the deck. Just want to explode it and then intersect with model like that, and just remove the lines beneath the deck that you don't want, like that, and just have the line connect with that one, and remove this. And now we have our windshield in place. You can just remove the one that you made for from the beginning. Now copy, mark everything, make component, make half. And it will tell you maybe that it's one component that's existing already, that's named half. So just replace that one. And now we have a speedboat looking kind of hull and a speedboat looking windshield. with a door in the middle that you can open and pass through. So we will have the steering position on this one, and a entrance to the cabin on this side, maybe a aft saloon here, a bathing platform, some super awesome windows, co-ice, whatever, in the hull side, and some rails on top, anchor, teak deck, and all that super details. We will get back to that in the next episodes. Okay, so thanks for watching, and hope to see you in the next one. Bye.